There's an overall misconception that putting a lot of hard work for a short period of time brings you long-lasting success. We think that the intensity of our work is more important than its consistency. But in order to achieving ambitious goals, you need to show up every single day for a long time.
My morning routine from the past were the messiest part of my day. I did not rise and shine. Instead, I hit snooze on the alarm and throw the covers over my head. As I hear the snooze over and over again, my mind fills with thoughts from all the things I should do. Finally, one moment, I roll out of bed, full with anxiety. And today, we're not going to talk about the rich and famous, how they almost inhumanely get out of bed at 4:30 am, doing meditation for 30 minutes, doing a workout for an hour, and even go to the fucking Starbucks. I don't know why I choose Starbucks though. Today, we're going to talk about my realistic morning routine. Not to entertain you, but to inspire you about how you can start your morning more mindful and productive. Even when you have to go to work at 8:30, like me. Fuck, I'm too late.
Run.
Hey guys, if we're talking about my morning routine, it doesn't really happen one day after the other. If I'm thinking about when I started my morning routine, I think we should go back around 4 years ago. 4 years ago I started to live in another student city because I did my bachelor. And on that moment I lived for the first time on myself. Yeah, I was living the first time on my own, and on that moment I also started with fitness. So I think fitness was the core of starting my own morning routine. I was only focusing on one thing, and that was fitness. And because I only focused on one thing, it was really easy for me to build consistency. So what I recommend you guys is, when you're first starting with your morning routine, is that you don't really have to focus on like 5, 6, 7 different things you should do in the morning like I'm doing right now. You know, it takes a lot of time to come to that point, especially when you're also working like me 4 days a week or 5 days a week. Then it can be very hard to already doing a lot of things in the morning. What you can do is start slowly and start small, and then only focus on one thing you want to achieve. If we're really talking about my morning habits, you can see that I only started with one thing. So I didn't really do like cold shower, meditation, for example, what I'm not doing right now, affirmations and stuff like that. I didn't do it in one package. I think I established it for myself after a time. It was not really something I started with, you know, like all the habits I'm having right now. if I want to give you guys a tip for having a realistic morning routine, like the morning routine I have right now doesn't have to be fitting for you, you know. It depends on what goals you have in life and how much time you have in the morning and how easy you can get out of bed. If you're really having like built a habit for yourself, like one or something like cold shower. Let me say we do a cold shower for 70 days, 80 days, 100 days or something. So it's easier to focus on one thing, and finally when you have more time to also focus on other things like doing meditation in the morning or making a healthy breakfast in the morning. You can do everything, you know, like I'm doing breathing meditation. That's like only for 1 minute, and that also works. But like, not everything everyone is saying to you, like especially all the self-development gurus. He's saying like, you have to do this, and you have to do that. That's because it's working for them. Doesn't mean it have to work for you. You know. So that's one lesson I really want to give you. Is then you have to think about habits which are suitable in your situation. So don't really compare yourself to me or to others, you know, on YouTube and stuff. Really focus on what you want to do. That's the most important thing, right? It's okay that you don't really have the motivation always, but the point with discipline is that you also going to do something even when you don't feel like it. I'm just honest to you guys. Like, for me it's also not working every time, you know. Like sometimes I have shit days. And I cannot really motivate me always. Especially what you see in my routine is that I'm trying to make the best situation out of it, even when I don't feel like it. And I have also moments when I didn't do anything, like when I'm having a shit day or like a mental breakdown. I think that's also like what's like normal to have as a human being, you know. Like I still have sometimes lack of motivation, you know. I'm still doing my habits, not always, but I'm trying to make the best out of it, you know. And that's okay, you know, like if I'm skipping 2 days in a row or more than 2 days in a row, you're gonna really feel, and I feel that I have like more negative or like limited thoughts in my head, and then all the anxiety and stuff are popping up. And that's not because I don't want to relax or something, but because I have like a lot of ambition in my life. I really want to achieve a lot of things, especially also on the state of YouTube. So like in the future I also want to make much better videos and like more real videos like this, you know. That is something what really gave me fulfillment. If I'm really thinking about like what I want to achieve on my ambitions, is that I really want to inspire much people as possible on the level of self-development, because I think self-development is really something where it really can give you really fulfillment in your life. So I think that's really important. You're the one who determines the outcome of your life, you know, like focus on that. Like don't really focus on what everyone is saying to you. Like don't fool yourself what your parents are saying you should do. Like focus on what you want to do. That's more important. Also when we're talking about habits, focus on really what you want to do. Like if you really like to do sports, you know, focus on sports and don't really focus on having 6, 7, 8 habits or something. Focus on one thing. Start slowly, man. Like that's important. That's also what I did and what really works for me. You know, like, and if you don't really have time or you don't want to do sports or you don't want to go out of bed in the morning at the early stage, it's okay. Like if you accept it for yourself, there's not really a problem, you know? So it's really about what you want to do and not really what the world is telling you to do. Like I'm only giving my experience of my morning routine. So you don't really have to focus on, oh yeah, because Ronald is saying it, I should also do it. That's not how it works. That's not really how it works. Like focus on what you want to do. Like if you also really want to do a morning routine or something, or you're trying to do a morning routine, let me know how your morning routine looks like. I'm quite interested about your opinion and like what you guys are doing and how your morning routine looks like. And if you have questions or something, let me know in the comments, man. So yeah, this was the video of today. Peace out. See you in another. If you really like this video, let me down in the comments. If you really like this video, let me down in the comments.